All glories to the Son of God. All glories to the Son of God. All glories to the Son of God. All glories to Shri, Shri Guru, and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Ganam Jana Shalakaya.
You look like a Roman god.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Nadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sarvaitam Savadhutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Cha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeah, maybe that'll be easier. Thank you all for coming to this program, attending the fire sacrifice, hearing Krishna's name, engaging in worshiping Tulsi Devi, engaging in worshiping Srila Prabhupada. Our lives are actually purified by trying to engage as much as possible in focusing our consciousness on the Supreme Lord. And that, in a simple way, is a description of what we mean by Krishna consciousness. We are trying to focus on Krishna in various ways. Next week will be the appearance of Balaram. Who knows who Balaram is?
Krishna's brother.
Yeah, Krishna's brother, Balaram. So he'll be making his merciful appearance next week. There'll be a big program at Brooklyn Temple and other places as well. So please attend the celebration that's focused on the appearance of Sri Balaram. And of course, the week after that, everybody knows, is Janmashtami, and that's the appearance of Lord Krishna. We celebrate that once a year, and in ISKCON, right after the celebration of the appearance of Krishna on Janmashtami, the next day is a celebration of the appearance of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So it was A.C. Bhaktivedanta who brought this knowledge from India to the Western world, not just America, but it started in America, and then he expanded it to England and so many other countries, and eventually he went back to India with the same message, but now he had a army of devotees who were trying to explain the philosophy and trying to follow it, though they had not been born on Indian soil. So spiritual life, or really the essence of religion, is the giving of our time to the Supreme. All over the world, for the most part, people, they imagine that if they attend a religious or spiritual function once a year, or maybe once a week, and if they attend a spiritual function once a year or once a week, that somehow or other now they have given their bit to the Supreme Lord, and the Supreme Lord is satisfied. I mean, after all, we have so many responsibilities, we have so many things we have to do in our lives, so we can only devote a certain small percentage of our time to direct attendance in some religious function. But actually, this idea is a little suspicious. If we really think about spiritual life, we realize that most religions really are talking about giving your whole heart to God. They're talking about giving your whole life to God. So if that's what we really understand as being the center of religion, then we have to kind of analyze how far away we are from that. There's those who just think that everything they do is for God. just because they imagine that it is. But what is it when we say something is not directly focusing on God? What do we mean by that? What do we mean to directly focus on God? Is it enough just to follow some ritual? Is it enough just to attend? Mostly we find that people satisfy themselves with the idea that they are attending every once in a while. They're attending some religious function. And what more could anybody ask? That's actually the essence of religion. But again, we come back to our main idea or our main theme this afternoon. And that main theme or idea is that spiritual life is actually supposed to bring a person to the position of always thinking about God, of having their whole life dedicated to God. Is it impossible? Is it impractical? And the answer is no. Is it done? And again, the answer is usually not. So why is it that people find that they somehow or another never really get a deep focus on the Supreme Lord? We just basically satisfy ourselves with this idea that, we do attend sometimes and we give some donation, okay? And therefore, that's basically religion. One of the missing pieces of information in the modern world is the idea that the more we want material gratification, the more we want of it, the less we will want of God, because the two things are in opposite directions. You can't have God and mammon. You can't have the Supreme Lord, and you can't have, at the same time, a cozy, comfy life of focusing on what we particularly like materially. In our world, basically, everywhere you look, on the billboards, on posters, on the internet, on television, in movies, everybody is thinking, what do I really like? What is my dream? And so people have their various kinds of lights. People have their various dreams. And these dreams